Hello friends, welcome to our discussions. Today we are here for presenting data exploration. My name is Harbinder and she is my friend Savita.
Hello, Harbinder.
We are students of Victoria University and we are doing Master of Business Analytics. So today we will discuss about data exploration, like what is the data exploration, what are the techniques used in data exploration, and what is the difference between data analysis, data exploration and predictive analytics. And lastly, we will talk about the impact of data explorations. So let's start our discussions. Welcome, Savita.
Thanks, Harbinder.
As you know that data is an important aspect of today's business world.
Yes.
So what do you think about data exploration? Can you explain me a little bit?
Yep, data exploration is the informative search
Yeah.
and it's done by data user and it is mainly purpose for finding relevant information. So as you can say that in today's world there are lots of data available and this data is available in different forms and comes from different systems as well. So it's very hard to get relevant information out of that big data. So in that procedure or scenario, data exploration is a main technique, you can say main process,
Okay.
by which we can analyze big data and we can find relevant information. So in short, if we can say that data exploration is a process of finding relevant information from the big data, because and it's mainly done in the data warehouses as well, because there are different systems and sources available for information. So this is the main purpose of analyzing big data.
Okay.
And so overall we can say that it's mainly related with finding relevant information.
So according to you, it's mainly a data and exploration is a tool, which is
You can
used,
say procedure, it's because there are many tools available there.
Okay.
But and data exploration, you can say it's process for getting relevant information out of big data.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So mainly it's a process. It's a first step for getting data.
For doing data analysis in the big data, so it's
Alright.
big first step in relation with like predictive analytic. For analyzing, it's first step.
Okay.
And Harbinder, you can explain little bit more about what are the techniques, because if we are doing data exploration in predictive, so techniques are most important. So can you little bit explain about what is the techniques of these?
Yeah, as you mentioned that data exploration is a process for getting relevant information. So every organization now these days using data explorations. So for finding relevant information. So there are basically two types of methodologies or techniques, such as manually or automatically. So they are manually and automatically methods. Data exploration is the first step in data analysis and it typically involves summarizing the main characteristics of a data sets. So mostly it is helping for allows users to quickly and simply view most of the relevant features. So with the help of that data visualizations, so we can use data sets informations like by utilizing visualization software, users can identify variables that are likely to have observing with the help of scatter plotters. In short, if we can say that we can get graphical view presents, so we can get a graphically view. So it is easy for getting analysis for these informations. For example, last time we use a Lumiras app. So with the help of this, we get information and finding generate the reports. So what are the requirements of company? It depends on the companies and organization requirements. So we can use different tools for data exploration, such as business cloud object and SAP Lumira, and other is R languages nowadays are mostly used in predictive analytics. So it can apply data to any type of size because it is a manually in nature. There are many options available for use data explorations. So such as smaller data sets, big data sets. It's a very helpful tool. Second is a automatically method is a data mining. So it is generally refers to gathering relevant data from large data sets. While data exploration refers to data is being able to find his hard way through large amounts of data in order to get necessary information, because as you mentioned that now is a big data. So existence of big data, data exploration helping us for getting relevant information. So these are the main techniques, or we can you can say that it's a soft. We can use different software tools for exploring data explorations.
Okay, so you already explained like what factor you explain like R programming, I think.
Yeah.
So can you little bit explain more about what is R programming in data exploration?
In my point of view, data programming is a programming language and is a open source, a
Okay.
scripting language. Basically, it was developed in 1995 by Ross and Robertson. It helps in predictive analytics for data, exploring data. So, my point of view, data programming is nowadays a most usable things. So, because with the help of this, we can explore data very easily and conveniently. So, analysts go in depth with the help of R programming language. So there are huge of impacts on these days of R
So
programming.
according to you, like for in data exploration, for depth analysis, R programming is most important.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think about the difference mainly between data exploration and predictive? Because as we are student of predictive and we have to relate with predictive analytics and we are going to describe data exploration, so we have to relate with this predictive analytics. So what do you think between the difference or similarities between predictive analytics or data exploration? What do you think?
So basically, predictive analytics means predictive means predict something for future. Yeah, but is it both of are totally different things in my point of view, because data exploration helping us for getting relevant information, because it involves summarizing the main characteristics of any database or any data set. It is mostly done in statistical software, varying in advanced levels depending upon the complexity of the data set. It can be conducted using visualization analysis analytics tools, which I already discussed, such as Lumira, SAP, Business Object, and R programming. While predictive analytics means we can offer outcomes and possibility in the future. Like we can predict something on the basis of information we have in the variables.
Okay.
For example, predictive analytics uses the host of different techniques and pairing them with many, ranging them like artificial intelligence, machine learning to analyze which are data already existing and making prediction regarding to its course in the future. So the main difference is that data exploration uncovers the complex and outcomes unseen relationship between measurable variables, while predictive analytics offers outcomes and possibilities in the future of the variables, because we can predict. For example, we want to, for example, if we take an example of any restaurant, so restaurant managers want to predict their outcomes or different seasons, like how many people come on different sessions. So if they have a knowledge about in their system, they can explore these fields and get relevant information. And on the basis of that, they can predict what will be the next. So how many people come in the future, so they can arrange everything. Similarly, in the organization, every organizations have a different department. Some organizations need financially employer staffs. It depends on companies. So, in my point of view, predictive analytics is helpful for predictions. So, data exploration helps in predictive analysis for getting
So
at the
overall, we
prediction.
can say that data exploration is part of predictive analytics.
Yeah,
So overall, we can say like this.
yeah, because it's help for making decision. Because we can make decision basis of information. Like if we have a wrong information, for example, so we cannot get correct prediction because we have a wrong information. So it's important there. So data exploration helping us for generating relevant information which we need, and then on the basis of this information we can predict something.
So what do you think about the impact of data exploration?
In my point of view, as I mentioned, they have a huge impact on prediction, because mainly thing is the data quality, data sizes. So it is important to get relevant information, as I mentioned. For example, if we feeling some wrong information in the system, so it's we can, maybe we can predict the wrong prediction. So we will fail, company will fail. So it is important that you have a correct data informations, like how many fields are available and what types of data are representing, and what types of units including data. So it is very important to understand the data what we have, and then organize and subset the data set. Then in the next process is in examine the individual variables and their distributions, and then calculate summary measures and variables. So examine relationship among the variables. So in my point of view, is a data exploration is very helpful tool, and it is very important in these days. So for any organization, because of existence of big data.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Harbinder. You provide us lots of information. I think this can helpful for our viewers as well.
Yeah.
And if you have any question, you can comment us or you can ask anytime question. So
If
I
you give us comment, so I can answer whenever we have a time. I hope you like our videos. Thank you for listening us. Thank you,
and
Savita.
thank you, Harbinder. Thank you.